Alright, so we are up to this case here. Now, do we remember at the end of last lesson? She said, oh, that someone mine.
I will. I'm here to remember it.
We can scroll on your... I've got my mouse here, thank you. Do you remember here? We were able to write three statements. Remember, so, car, total. We had sine was equal to 5 over 13, cos was 12 over 13, and tan was 5 over 12. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then what we did was we used those inverse buttons, do you remember?
Yeah.
So we did sine to the -1 of that value, cos to the -1, and tan to the -1. And we got the same value for each of them. Yes?
Yeah.
So what that shows us is that if we have a statement of the value of sine, cos, or tan, we can actually work out the value of the angle by using those inverse buttons. Okay? So, in some questions, you're going to be asked to find missing angles. Okay, so if you're finding a missing angle, you are going to be using the inverse sine, inverse cos, or the inverse tan button at some point. Okay, so just always keep that in mind. So if sine theta is 0.5, what's theta? You should all be able to jump onto your calculators and tell me what the value is.
0.5.
Now, you are probably in radians. So
Yeah.
if you look at the top corner, it says rad. So you need to make sure you're in deg.
How do you do that?
So you go to mode.
No. Oh, I didn't know that. How do you know?
Right, okay, so we need to now all use our caps properly. So now this statement says tan theta equals 1. How do I find the value of theta? It's going to equal tan minus 1.
It's 45.
Oh, lovely. Okay, I chose nice numbers for you. Okay, now obviously if they're not whole numbers like we have, then you would round them appropriately. Now, they would be degrees. If you didn't have a degree sign, it's not the end of the world, but I'm just putting them in there just to show you that they are degrees. Okay, so what we're finding is an angle. So whenever we're doing this, we're finding a missing angle. Okay? Right. I've said here in red, it has to be in degree mode, otherwise it's all going to go pear-shaped. Now, for those of you who have just reset your calculators, or that we just looked at it, we told it to make default degrees. Okay, now, when it goes into press to test mode, again, we'll make sure that it's in degree mode, but if you're using baby counts, it's your responsibility to make sure that you're in the correct mode. Okay? So for GCSEs, we only ever use degrees. Okay? It's going to be different later on. Something to look forward to. Right, here we go. These are the steps that we're going to follow to find angles or lengths. Okay? But there's just going to be one slight difference when we're finding lengths to when we're finding angles. But these are the steps we're going to follow. Right, here's my triangle. I can see I'm finding an angle. So already in my head I'm thinking, well, I'm going to be using the inverse buttons at some point. We're going to label the triangle HOA. So my triangle, I'm labeling HOA.
So you need to find the color.
Now, in this triangle, they've asked us to find the missing angle. Okay? When we've labeled our three sides, one of the lengths is going to be redundant. So one is going to be useless to us. Which, in this case, which length is useless to us? So I'm going to cross him out. Okay? Because he's no good to me. I'm interested in the O and the H. Okay? So when we are doing these questions, I would suggest perhaps just write yourself a reminder of the so, car, toa. Because that's going to help you decide whether it's sine, tan, or cos that you're looking at. And that's the thing that sometimes people make the error in. They're using cos when it should be sine, or tan when it should be cos, etc., etc. So having established that the A is useless to us, because we're trying to find this angle, and they've given us these two lengths, The A is useless, okay, because it hasn't been labelled with any numbers. So we then say to ourselves, which of these three are we going to use for this question?
So.
Will make sense?
No, how'd you get that?
So here, this is good, no good because it's got no label on it. Yes, correct. We labelled it with an A, but it's got no number, so it's no good. We crossed it out. So we've got O and H. So we look at these. Which of these three have O and H?
So, but what about that?
Okay, I'm coming to that. Okay. So this one has the O and H, so it must be this one we're using. Okay. So we then go back to our question and say, right, we're looking at so. Now, the S, the C, the T, what did they stand for? Do you remember? Sine, cos, and tan. Now, sine, cos, and tan always are attached to the angle that we're using. So sine, cos, and tan in this case would be attached to theta. So unknown thing. So we've chosen the S. So what we're going to now write is sine theta equals. Okay?
I remember this.
Hang on. So we choose sine theta. And what do you say, YS?
Yeah.
Because we selected so.
Yeah.
We've got the O and the H.
Okay.
And the S we know stands for sine.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
So we know what it's here? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So sine theta. So remember we used them as speed, distance, time triangle. So we cover up the S. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse because it's up in the air. Yes? So it's opposite over hypotenuse. So sine theta is, what was our opposite length? 5 over 11. Oh, shush now. And so theta is going to be sine to the minus 1 of 5 over 11. Because we've been given a statement with sine theta, we need to find the angle.
Why would it be like sine positive and not because you know and then there's sine.
Because we have made this statement that sine of our angle is equal to a number. We're trying to find the angle, so you're undoing sine. So remember the opposite of sine is sine minus 1. In a similar way that opposite of multiplying is dividing, etc. That's easy.
What do we use the normal sine?
I'm going to show you later.
Okay.
Okay, don't panic just yet. So but when you're trying to find angles, you use it in this. And what answer did you get?
27.03.
Wow, thanks.
Actually, 04.
Oh, so I think it says to one decimal place, isn't it?
27.03.
What does it even say?
No. Would you do,
Let's do 368. Or 1 dp. A lot of the time the angles are 1 dp. But we would write 27.0 to show that it's not exactly 27 because there are some digits after it. Yes? So you would need the 0.0 in to be precise. Well, I'm done now?
Yep.
Okay.
Can we have a
Sure. Alright, so hopefully you established that you have the O and the A, so that it was tan, TOA. So you should have written that tan theta is equal to 8 over 6. And theta was tan to the minus 1 of 8 over 6, which is
53.1. Daniela.
Okay, we're good? Yes?
Yes.
It's a degree.
Yeah, get it right, Daniela.
Yes? Yeah? Everyone get that? Good. Right, so there's a page here, all of finding angles. So I'm going to leave you to do those. I'll wander around because I've went for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got, who can? What's that? A mixture between can and cod, tan and cod.
That's a car.
Oh, that's a car? Oh, princess. Alright, so that should have said cos minus 1, yes? Shh. Okay. Shh. Alright, ladies, so, listen. Girls, listen. Right, so, we all seem comfortable doing this, yes? Now, this is just something for you to look out for. You will find that if any of them are cos or sine, okay, so if it's cos or sine, this value, the fraction, has to be less than 1. Okay? So the 12 has to be smaller than the 19. The 14 has to be smaller than the 30. And the 10 has to be smaller than the 14. So that's for sine and cos.
Why?
Because the maximum value of sine and cos is 1. Okay, so that's just something so you know that.
So it can't be one? Or no?
It could be 1, but it's unlikely that you would have 1. Okay, now, shh. So the maximum value for sine and cos is 1. It could be -1. Okay, so they can be negative, so that's okay, but they can't be more than 1. Now, for tan, it can be any number. Okay, now that's hopefully helping you make sure that you've got the correct numbers in the correct positions. Or for potentially, if you had 14 over 10, then should it be tan and not sine? Okay, so they are the things that you need to be thinking of when you're doing these questions. Right, if you'll see on the board, we've got exercise 26E, 26F, 26G. You'll notice that for each of those exercises is just question 1, because they are all the finding angles questions. Now, the textbook, I don't know why I'm recording.